Fox 61 News at 6 starts now.
Winter jackets are zipped all the way to the very top. Scarves are wrapped very tightly. People in Connecticut braced for frigid temperatures today and tonight. And on top of that, we will just rinse and repeat tomorrow. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We're in that weather impact alert until tomorrow morning. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with more on that. So it's just going to be just as cold tomorrow or colder?
I think it will feel as cold, but the actual temperature will be colder. So I'm guessing that we need to watch things like frozen pipes and temperatures down into the single digits. Yeah, we've got that weather impact alert into Wednesday morning. And you might want to limit the amount of time you spend outside. So we like to kind of give you a heads up about this. Here's a look at wind chills right now, already feeling like the single digits in Torrington and Waterbury. Feels like 10 right now for New Haven. And actual temperatures are in the teens to right around 20 degrees. Here's a look at winds gusting up to about 16 miles per hour for New Haven and Torrington. And here's a look at wind chills as we head towards daybreak tomorrow. Again, similar to today in the way it feels, but it will be actually colder. So we start in the single digits. By lunchtime, we're in the low 20s, and high temperatures will be in the upper 20s to right around 30 degrees. We will see increasing clouds as we head through the afternoon, and there is a chance that we could bring in a little bit of snow and some snow showers between 7 p.m. and about midnight tomorrow night. It will be cold enough for any snowflakes to fall to stick, so this could coat things up in a few towns and make the roads a little bit slippery, so we wanted to give you a heads up about that as well. Temperatures will be rebounding though for Thursday. Enjoy being above average while it lasts, because it is the only day like it on the 7-day forecast. Temperatures will start to cool back down again on Friday, and we have another weather impact alert for the deep freeze by this weekend. We'll explain that plus the chance for weekend snow coming up.
Rachel, thank you. The state's cold weather protocol is active and will be until noon tomorrow. If you need shelter, if you need a warming center, just call 211, or you can visit 211.org, and transportation can be provided as well. The police rescued a man from the Hammonasset River in Madison this morning. He was taken to the hospital with symptoms of hypothermia. Officials say the man was yelling for help in the water around 7:25. Officers found the man stuck in the mud near the Stony Point Marina. First responders were able to pull the man out. It's unclear how the man got stuck in the first place. And with temperatures this cold, spending too much time outside can increase the risk of frostbite or hypothermia. The CDC says symptoms of hypothermia might include shivering, confusion, exhaustion, slurred speech, and clumsiness. If you think someone may be affected, get medical help immediately.
Right now, repairs are underway in Stonington after a water main break on North Water Street. The town has issued a boil water advisory for everyone who's affected by the break. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules brings us the very latest on those repairs, plus what the community's doing to support each other right now.
The Stonington Borough Volunteer Fire Company has been handing out cases of bottled water to people who live in the area. It comes as crews spent hours here on North Water Street repairing a damaged water line. The break impacted water supply to people and businesses in the immediate area. All people impacted are advised to boil tap water for at least 1 minute before using it for drinking, cooking, making ice, brushing their teeth, or washing dishes. Rafael Romero lives in Stonington. He's one of many who stopped by the Volunteer Fire Company as they handed out bottled water. He says he's thankful for the helpful hand.
A neighbor just sent us an email after we told her that there was a water main break, and she said the fire department has some water, and we were just about to go out and get some water, so I headed right over here.
Once the repairs are complete, the town will conduct a water test to make sure the water is safe to drink. In Stonington, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Now, police identified the man who was killed in a shooting yesterday in Meriden. Officers say 22-year-old Deron Johnson was shot on Cook Avenue around noon. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. There's no word yet on a shooter or what led to the shots being fired. The investigation is ongoing.
A Norwich man's been arrested after police say he trafficked firearms and left a loaded shotgun within reach of children. Police say they took Anthony Arroyo into custody last week. And according to his arrest warrant, Arroyo sold multiple multiple firearms without proper background checks and documentation in 2023. Police also say Arroyo left a loaded shotgun accessible in a bedroom where his 1-year-old and 3-year-old sleep. Arroyo's been charged with risk of injury to a minor and firearms trafficking.
Farmington police say a Weathersfield driver caused another driver to crash into a tree this morning. It happened on Plainville Avenue near Maria Road around 8:30. Officers say they needed to pull one driver out. They were hospitalized. We don't know how badly they were hurt at this point. Investigators tell us the other driver, Joseph Ringrose, left the scene, but state police later found him in Burlington. Ringrose was charged with evading responsibility and making an improper turn. Bristol police are looking for 2 people involved in a smash-and-grab robbery this morning. Officers say the masked suspects used a hammer to break into a Kay Jewelers display case. We don't know right now how much jewelry was stolen. Investigators didn't say whether the thieves ran away or took off in a car. We are working to learn more details.
President Donald Trump has commuted the sentence of a Connecticut real estate developer tied to a massive mortgage fraud case in Hartford. Jacob Deutsch is serving more than 5 years in prison for his role in a nearly $50 million scheme involving dozens of multifamily properties. Prosecutors say that he falsified financial and occupancy records to get larger loans. The pardon reduces his sentence to time served and wipes out all fines, restitution, and supervision. Well, rock blasting along I-95 in East Lyme started today. If you were nearby, you probably heard the noise. The northbound and southbound lanes will be closed twice a day between 9 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. for 5 to 10 minutes for each blast. Project leaders say this part of the project's expected to take 6 to 8 weeks. This is the 3rd year of construction to reconfigure this curve here. The project's expected to be done by spring of next year.
Students were back in class at Webster Hill Elementary School in West Hartford this morning. They had a 4-day weekend because so many students and teachers were sick with or showed symptoms of norovirus last Thursday. And that prompted the school to close for disinfecting on Friday. The West Hartford Public Schools superintendent says in addition to Webster Hill, all the schools were deeply cleaned. In about an hour and a half, Vernon leaders will be taking up a growing safety concern that parents say they are seeing far too often on local roads. A new ordinance on the agenda for tonight's town council meeting is designed to catch and charge drivers caught putting students on buses in danger. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson shares what's up for discussion.
Town council members are eyeing a new school bus surveillance system aimed at finding and fining drivers who ignore school bus safety.
We have a problem.
You're looking at just a few examples of drivers speeding past that bright red flashing sign on a school bus. This rising trend has taken over the conversation in Facebook groups and grocery stores, quickly becoming unavoidable for Vernon Town Council members like Mary Ann Leves.
A lot of people, I get more information in the supermarket.
And this is a heated supermarket topic for you.
Well, yeah, safety is.
And now complaints and concerns from the community have made it here to Town Hall with their very own spot on the Town Council agenda.
Well, my message is very simple. If you stop at the bus when the bus turns the lights on, you never have a problem, you never have a worry.
Mayor Dan Champagne and council members will introduce a new ordinance called the School Bus Stop Arm Program and Enforcement, which would place camera sensors on the side of school buses in an attempt to capture license plates and charge drivers who treat the stop sign as a suggestion. The charge?
It's a $250 fine. Yeah. So I've talked to some who think it should be much more.
First offense, okay. But after that, it needs to be more severe.
Sally Gear says this has been a problem since her kids rode the bus and is happy to see the town take action, but is still looking for more.
We need to prosecute people who pass stopped school buses.
Documents say the $250 fine would go into the town's public safety fund and into camera maintenance.
If the ordinance is passed, the public will be able to voice their opinions on it before the council officially votes again on February 3rd. In Vernon, Victoria Anderson, Fox 61.
Well, breaking news right now at 6:09. The southbound lanes of Route 8 in Seymour are closed right now because of a multi-vehicle crash. We're told the closure stretches from exit 15 to exit 17. We have calls out to police to learn how many vehicles are involved and any reports of injuries, and we'll bring you updates as we get them.
Farmers in our state took part in a heated forum hosted by state Republicans after a tax assessment error nearly increased their taxes by tens of thousands of dollars. A petition to stop the increase quickly gained more than 20,000 signatures before Governor Ned Lamont stepped in and stopped that tax assessment. He also ordered the land values to be reset to 2020 levels. Earlier this afternoon, farmers advocated for a change to the system that allowed for this error to take place and for new leadership at the Connecticut Department of Agriculture. Take a listen.
If you keep making things difficult, you're going to end up driving us all out of business, that's all.
What this process exposed is a deeper problem, one of leadership and accountability at the very top of the Department of Agriculture.
You have a commissioner who somehow is in a position that he has no knowledge of. Is he in the room today? Is Commissioner Hurlburt here? Thank you very much.
I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to continue to hear from me and anyone who will listen about any farm here in Connecticut.
Farmers expressed their gratitude to Governor Lamont for making sure the tax increase did not go through. However, they and state Republicans say there's so much more work to do to be done for our state to become a better place for farmers.
New here at 6, the American Red Cross has declared a severe blood shortage and is urging people to donate blood. The shortage is especially critical for types O, A, and B negative. Officials say the national supply dropped about 35% in just the last month. They say it's because the widespread flu outbreak and winter weather have sidelined donors, causing hundreds of blood drives to cancel. This has caused an added strain on already overburdened hospitals. If you can donate blood, book an appointment now with your local Red Cross.